Hi. Let me read you a page from Tabasco's book, Tabasco the Saucy Raccoon, as I sit in my foyer at home in Lanceville. But this story comes from the Okanagan, where I lived with a raccoon for a whole year at Trout Creek in Summerland. Tabasco the raccoon loved a party and rarely resisted the temptation of going to one, whether she was invited or not. "Your raccoon's at a party in the garden opposite. I think she's drinking beer," one of the neighbours informed me over the phone. The thought of Tabasco as an underage drinker struck me as funny. I giggled at the idea of checking up on a teenager raccoon. But the caller had the raccoon's best interests at heart, so I thanked her and hurried towards the party. Todd caught up with me in the orchard and we went together. People were obviously enjoying themselves as the party was into its second day. There was not only dozens of people, but also dozens of dogs, including a real lion of a St. Bernard. I couldn't see Tabasco, but the guitar player was belting out Rocky Raccoon. "I've seen you on TV. Come and join us," called out a tall youth sporting a big red beard and an earring was a rarity at the time. "We're celebrating spring. This is our first barbecue of the season. Help yourself to a steak. Pour yourself a drink." "Thanks, but I'm looking for my raccoon." "Oh, she's playing pool in the basement. She didn't like the St. Bernard." With Todd in tow, I followed the sounds of merriment to the basement. Tabasco was in her element as usual, hamming it up for an appreciative audience. She was up on a table in center stage position, chewing holes in a steak, dunking crackers in the ice barrel, and filching ice cubes out of people's drinks. This was one party where she didn't get scolded for doing what comes naturally, like playing feelies in a glass for cherries, lemon slices, and celery sticks. At my parties, people didn't like raccoons pouring through their ice cubes. I'd offer to give them new ones, but they would always ask for a whole new one. Tabasco wasn't getting into trouble at this party, and she wasn't interested in drinking beer, so I let her stay. Todd had just started a huge 1-pound steak and a large glass of orange juice, and he didn't want to leave. "I'll bring Tabasco home when I finish eating, okay? You can go." "Okay, I'll tell your mother where you are." Gary and Carol were sitting down to hamburgers when I spoke to them through the hole in their screen door, a hole put there by Tabasco the week before. I thought ruefully, "Your son's having steak at the..." "Oh, we don't mind. Todd's just phoned to tell us that he's out for a steak with Tabasco. He thinks that's pretty neat for a 9-year-old. Carol laughed. "He said that he and Tabasco are drinking nothing but orange juice, so you don't have to worry. If he's not back in an hour, I'll go and get them." Well, I'm actually going soon to Toronto to have a party with a girl who has a raccoon, lives with a raccoon on Bloor Street. And so I'll be reading that when I go to the party. You can read it too. You can go and get a book called Tabasco the Saucy Raccoon. You can look on my website and lynhancock@shaw.ca, or send me an email, or look on www.lynhancock.com, or you can see this on YouTube. Goodbye now. Oh, wait a minute, before I go, thank you to my friends in the States that sent me my slippers. These are slippers. I can hardly put my foot in them. And this is here. This is I picked this up. It's a picture. It's a stuffed raccoon with a mortarboard. And I'll read you another time about Tabasco at the university. He came to my graduation. He graduated too. So bye.